Welcome back to Aunt and Andrew, where family's everything.
Until it's not. I'm Aunt.
And I'm Andrew. And
Hi, Andrew.
Oh my God.
Andrew, first of all, I want to start with I'm your number one stan. And if you're not going to be my number one stan, I'm not going to be your number one stan either.
It's like,
by the way, we're talking about pump rules if you weren't sure.
And I just, first and foremost, the editing job on the whole rollback was incredible.
It was brilliant. And I have to wonder if they didn't film it afterwards, the whole this. But
the Ken and Lisa scene. No.
The beginning where Lala is like, so
of course.
It all went down like this. Yeah, that was all with her talking to James and the whole bit. Yeah, and that's what I thought.
And Allie is like,
Allie. I have a new word for Allie.
What is it?
Bit. Allie appears she appears innocent, but she's not.
Not at all.
But
she's a witchette of WeHo.
Oh, she's telling you.
Down there, training reels are about to come popping off.
She is a mean girl in training right now, especially with James, because think about it. If she's with James, she can't be all lollipops and unicorns.
Not at all.
No, but she's made it out the whole season like she's just an innocent little girl. And I don't want to come off like I'm telling any stories, but I did see Rachel and Tom at the Abbey. Yeah, just innocent.
And then when you watch Katie and Ariana then dissect the whole open relationship part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought at first that James had brought that.
First of all, what's a bisexual monogamous relationship? I want to know. What is a bisexual monogamous relationship?
That Ariana could hook up with women, and if Tom wanted to hook up with men,
you mean Ariana could hook up?
Yeah, like in this.
Tom is bisexual,
or not Tom.
too?
Maybe Tom has nothing to do with it. So maybe it's just Ariana in the sense where she's able to like hook up with women.
She's in a bisexual
it's not a threat to Tom.
Monogamous relationship. Yes.
I think I just want to comment on this whole Ariana did it with Lala thing. I'm going to be honest right now.
I told
Tom
you
was scratching his balls when Ariana and Lala were doing it. Okay. Ariana has been mourning her dead grandmother, her dead dog, every other part of her life. Now she's thriving. But at the same time, it's different. Tom was like hiding his heart on when they were
they did go to the White House
correspondence dinner. I know. They looked amazing.
And by the way, I have my my Cinco de Mayo glass out tonight, and I am celebrating with water.
That's very profound. And amazing. I'm so happy for you.
You know what? It's not nearly the same size as Heather Dubrow. No, what was her name? Dubrow. What was her name? Not Heather Dubrow. Allison Dubois. That's it. Not as big.
Puffing on the cigarette.
Never
emotionally
fulfill you.
Exactly. Well, so let's start with Pump. Okay.
First of all, I read something, when James talks about the pasta.
Yes.
The pasta. Did you know pasta was Coke out in LA? Who brought the pasta? What about the pasta? It's really a code word for Coke.
So you're telling me that like Lala and James were fighting over someone doing her Coke?
Yeah. Yeah, not the pasta. The pasta is a code word.
Is this like something that's true or something?
I read it online. And it has to be true. Everything you read online is true. That's what I
mean, I think James and Lala would both say that they've like, I mean, I don't know this to be true.
Yeah,
but
James.
I just assume.
Kristen, well, she spilled the beans last night on Watch What Happens.
We will get there. That was
it was so good.
Okay, so here's the deal. Lisa Vanderpump did not want to be the one who said it. So she asked her husband to do it. And I have one hypothesis. That's the first one.
A troll. He was a weaseling troll walking through the kitchen. Ooh.
The only thing is that The only thing is that she kind of, at first I thought she just let him go and she was like coaching him. She does stop him. Like you can tell she's like kind of like saying like, oh my God, what are you saying? But part of me also
I
feels
watched
like,
it 4 times. I loved it. I thought it was so good. It needs to go viral. Just him going, I can't believe.
I just think like, and I guess I'm hoping for this to be true. Not that I think, because I don't want to sound like a fool, because then people will think I'm a fool. I wish this was true. That Ken just was like, after all these years, I just want to go blow the whistle. And I like that he knew it was happening. He stayed quiet forever. Lisa's always thought, oh, I can say whatever around Ken. He's never going to say anything. He's not going to do this. He's not going to say it. He's not going to bring it up. And then like he just came out of the blue.
No, it was so staged.
She would have totally already talked to the press and been like, I didn't know he was going to do that.
Yes, no, it was so good though. I don't care. It was staged. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. And you know what else? Why do I yawn
Am I
every
keeping
time
you
we
awake?
talk?
Oh, I know why. Because I'm late every time we do this.
Listen, not only is Ken a troll, but you know what else I didn't realize? I forgot that Schwartz was a bartender. When he went behind the bar at Tom, I went, I didn't know he knew how to make a drink. Oh, yes, he does. Sir, he'd been working at Sir, and maybe who knows where else he worked before that, if he is a bartender, but he could make a drink. I was amazed. I'd forgotten he was a bartender. How's that?
Yeah, I will say this, the Bambi girl, she is so thick. Like just, it's gross. It's like, listen, if you want to be a
the Bambi girl?
Bambi-eyed bitch, little Rachel.
Oh, Rachel. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
By the way, my 90-year-old boss today said, I saw your TikToks about the Raquel. And I go, Raquel, and he goes, oh, I've heard about this scandal. And I'm like, oh yeah, see, and he doesn't even watch Bravo. So
I went to the dermatologist today, and they were all talking about pump rules too.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's everything. It's everything.
I will say that I want her to pick a lane. Okay, this is Raquel.
Who?
Raquel. Rachel. Pick a lane. Rachel or Raquel. Pick one. That's first and foremost. And then second, you're either gonna be this independent. I'm gonna do what I want. And I hate to say it, like I have no feelings for someone else. And you know, that's not a girl's girl by any means, but you can recover from it. I mean, like we all know great people have cheated, been a part of a cheating scandal, and it's not good. But at the same time, I know plenty of people that, you know,
they rise above.
Have ever done it again. Like, so, you know, or you can continue to just do whatever the hell someone tells you to do, which is Tom wants you to do this, you do it. Schwartz wants to make out, you do it. Production's like, oh, go over and talk to Katie and her mom and Lala. Go do it. Oh, go do this. Go do that. Go do this. Go like, it's like, you're just a yes girl. You just do whatever people tell you to be like, yes, yeah. Like, and it's like, if you're gonna do what you've done with Tom Sandoval, then like walk the walk, girl. Like,
own it.
You're supposed to be a bitch. You're supposed to be
just
a villain.
own it. Well, nobody knew yet. She wasn't, you know, I think she was trying to keep it quiet because let's face it, the double dating is all just a cover.
It's all crap.
All just a cover.
This is like Ursula taking away Ariel's voice and giving it back on the first day without a kiss. It's like, don't do something ballsy and then be like, now I'm going away. Now I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to do that. It's like, you did something big. Own it.
Yeah, but Tom and Sandy needs, I mean, it's so obvious. I don't know how they didn't notice it, but after watching Kristen Doty last night on Watch What Happens Live, I have to believe if she was in the cast, she would have picked it up in a heartbeat. She would have picked it up because she had it done to her. That's what I think. And I think
she would have known.
Team Ariana.
I think as like Lala found out, Allie saw them at the Abbey.
I think if she was still on the show, Dodie would have figured it out because she would have.
I don't know if she would have known it before the Abbey because no one thought that.
No, but once the Abbey happened, she would have putting it all together because she always wants to rip on Tom.
The other thing is she wouldn't have quietly gone to people and been like, I saw them at the Abbey. She'd be like, why the fuck were you at the Abbey at 2 a.m.?
Great. I thought she would have.
It was a little booby for me.
Yeah, it was a little booby, but you know,
I mean, she looks good.
40.
I just didn't. She looked good. She looked very healthy. I thought her weight looked great. Like she looked healthy.
I don't think she's on Ozempic.
I mean, like, but I don't think she needs to be. I think she looks great. Yeah. And
I think she looks great. She looks like a woman. And I want to know, what were they on in the tent? Because They were tripping. What were they on? Molly?
And also, like,
DB,
who is
what?
this glamping? Like,
No, it's
I
glamping.
never want to go. I really am not a
It's
camper, but
glamping.
I
What do
know,
you
but
mean?
like,
No. Time out. What do you mean, really? You're not a camper. You've never camped.
yeah, I've never camped in my life. But I also would never want to go glamping if that's glamping.
I thought it didn't look bad. I kind of want a yurt. No, it wasn't the worst thing. It's not like they had to pitch a tent. It wasn't bad. And then they were all,
Rachel spilt the homemade ranch.
what was that all about? They were so mad. Is homemade ranch, is it code for something like pasta is?
No, it's not.
Are you sure the homemade ranch isn't
I don't think
code
so.
for Molly's or something like that?
No,
because they definitely look like they were all tripping with the stars.
they probably were.
Oh yeah, they were tripping, man.
It's
They were
almost like Joe
tripping.
Gorga trying to go after Danielle's husband, and then he forgets what he's saying in the middle of the argument because he's so stoned.
He was so stoned. And I thought it was very funny how when they showed you can pee anywhere you want, Schwartz was looking around like at all the buckets.
I mean,
they edited that part great. And let's not forget the Versace glasses, vintage Versace glasses, and he's hugging her. And then how about the way Tom was hugging her when
or how about you've grown?
Christina Kelly, when Christina Kelly said she could come. Yes, he said. And then when they were eating there and he was like so proud of her and you've grown and I'm so proud of you, the woman you've become. It was on and on.
How about when Tom Sandoval rolled his eyes when Schwartz made the joke about her breaking up couple?
all these other
he like rolled his eyes and it was like, oh my God. And I will say that like, I think that in any relationship where like it's really healthy and good, but that people maybe would be actually looking to start trouble, which is like really sad to watch Ariana right now think that, because we all know it's coming.
It must be hard for Ariana watching this.
I'm sure she's not watching.
Because look at last night. What did she say? I love Raquel. She's kind.
I know,
loyal,
trustworthy,
and sweet. Sweet.
But I mean, she's in this, like, I feel like she's in purgatory right now because she's in this middle place where like she knows she's gonna say some stupid stuff that just like make everyone like her look like she's just so trustworthy. But I don't like how like some people would maybe say it's her, but I think it's even worse on Sandoval, because it's like if she was like thinking something was up and being really bitchy about it and not so trustworthy, like it maybe wouldn't have gone on so long, but also it would have been more contentious. People wouldn't feel as bad for her. And like the one that I just look at and I'm like, it makes me think even worse of him as Sandoval, because I'm like, not only are you doing something horrible, but now you're watching all the smart friends around you figure it out.
Right.
And you are successfully manipulating your girlfriend. And now the whole world is going to watch you.
Yes.
For a time, couple weeks, successfully manipulate your girlfriend. And
supposedly he couldn't take a ride home last night because he was taking a dump.
Yeah, that was funny.
You were taking a dump. And
I love that.
This dipping? What's dipping? Oh, he's dipping.
Dipping
out. And he kept on calling Lisa Vanderpump a dude. Oh, I'm not a dude.
Exactly. She please.
She just kind of like shows how unhinged he is. But his nail polish was not chipped this week.
He wouldn't do well with DeSantis. Okay, that's all I'm saying. He's too androgynous. I can't. He's too like, he's calling people dudes. He's painting his nails, but yet he's screaming at women. And at the same time, he's a soft little rocker boy with lots of feelings. It's like another one.
I know.
Pick a lane. Like, I don't like, because you know what it is? It's actually offensive to people that like actually like think about the real, not problems, but differences they have. Like, and he just treats everything so just whatever. Who cares?
Have you watched the video that Raquel recorded at his concert back in November before this all came out?
Oh no.
Take on me. And she's there going, oh yeah. She's, you want to know what the sad part is? Ariana was Tom's number one stan.
Yeah.
Tom's number one stan was Rachel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything's about her. He can't get enough of her. He's hugging her. He's sweet. He's talking about her. He's so excited she's going to the party. The whole bit. They walk in together. He's buying her Versace's. I mean, on
How
and on.
about so
They're
Dodie?
tripping.
Okay, so let's move on to Dodie. Watch what happens live, because my favorite line of the whole week was like Andy Cohen going, I think you must be happy to be back in the fold. And what did she say? She goes, "You betcha I am."
Yeah,
I was like,
it.
that is a real
she comes
girl.
on, I believe, the season finale.
I think she comes on starting sooner than that.
I think she's in the finale. Yeah, she's definitely in the finale.
Oh yeah, but I think she comes sooner than that.
Bring it on. I need an oldie hardcore
because
bash heads.
Remember,
and she should almost have. Oh, well, too bad it happened to you, Ariana. It happened to me. You did it. But she's not. She sees it as like Tom. And then she came out last night and said, he's had a bunch of others. This is nothing new.
Yeah, but I liked what she said last night too, when she said like, when she picked Lisa Vanderpump, and then Andy was like, "Oh yeah, you and Vanderpump have beef," and then she's like, she's always coming for me. I'm 40, like it's like 40. Whatever. Yeah. I had to say, I kind of understand where she's coming from.
Yeah, totally.
I hate to say,
totally.
Have a little empathy, Dodie, because remember where Vanderpump came from. A catty, horrible group of women that were friends one week, not friends the next, and that was what she learned in her adult life with girlfriends. So how do you think she's going to treat you? The same way.
Not any different.
No way. She walked to Kyle and Dorit and bye-bye.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Kyle.
Bye, Kyle. I was always on Lisa Vanderpump's side on that too.
Really? I didn't know that about you.
Oh, yes, because Dorit is the one with the dog. Dorit came out of that looking like clean as a whistle, and she was the one that gave away the dog, and she should have returned it. End of story.
I can keep up with the Kardashians till I'm blue in the face. I know all the ex-husbands, the order of them. I can't keep Vanderpump dog gate straight.
I know, but tell me something. How many more times do we have to hear about Raquel?
I think it's done now. I feel bad. Like, you know what I have to say?
And I thought it was so funny when James said the only bad part about it was epic, and I wasted it on her.
I mean, I'll have to say it was good for James, I bet, because he got to make his music festival a bigger thing.
Relevant.
He talked about it on TV.
Raquel.
It was like the subject of an episode and a half, and it is what it is. I mean,
I want to tell you though, I think Rachel is looking beautiful this season with her hair short and everything. There's something about her. She's glowing, and we all know why.
We do know why, and it's just I just can't wait. So next,
it's not because James.
There's one episode and then the finale.
I know it's only 2 more weeks.
No, there's 5 more weeks.
Oh, because of the reunion.
3 parts.
Yes, I know that will be great. But when they did Jersey this week, did you see the looks?
Yeah, and let's move on to Jersey.
Yeah, I'm ready. First of all,
oh, the last thing I have to say about Dodie's Watch What Happened Live.
Who was the person on with her? I have no idea.
That's what I want to talk about. She was one of the best guests, I think, from us. She's won a Tony. I mean, like she's
what?
I don't know what she won. I have to look. Oh, she was in Wicked. She was won for Wicked and something, and she's
she
now
didn't
playing.
Win for Wicked. Wicked was Kristen
She won a Tony.
Chenoweth and Idina Menzel.
Yeah, but they can win again. I think. I don't know.
No, they can't.
They've bet a bunch of them. Google it. I don't care.
I don't know who she was.
I don't. She's currently playing opposite Josh Groban and Sweeney Todd.
Oh well, that's great. Have you ever seen Sweeney Todd?
Yeah, I saw it like a month ago.
Was it nice and bloody?
Kind of, not as bloody. I saw it before, and it was more bloody when I saw it on Cape Cod.
Oh yeah, I love Sweeney Todd.
She's playing Mrs.
Street,
the muffin lady that makes the pies, Mrs. Lovett. Mrs. Lovett.
Yeah, I love that. I don't know the character's name.
So anyway, I liked her because I thought she really, really, really knew the show, but she needs to get her teeth whitened.
Really? Oh, I got to go back and look.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, I just think someone at that level.
Well, they filmed Jersey, and they filmed Jersey like a week and a half ago, but they just released their outfits, and their outfits are great, except for
Teresa looked incredible.
I loved it. She was like Beauty and the Beast,
the best dressed. And they asked fake Fuda. I want to call her fast Fuda.
Oh, and she said Melissa, of course.
Oh yeah.
No, she said Marge.
She said Marge.
She said Marge.
Which is fine. If Margaret looked good, she looked good.
Yeah, because she's part of the Gorga Army now. Don't
And
you
she's
know
part
that?
of the Zempak club too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, is she? Who? Margaret.
Charged, not food.
Margaret. Yeah, not Fuda. No, I think she's naturally pretty skinny. I want to start when we're talking about dresses. We're going to
Yes.
start with my 4 favorite girls. Well, I know 4 other favorite girls, but those 4 girls, when they came out all together in their dresses, they're so beautiful. And then when they talked to their dad, I was crying. Teresa was crying. Melania, she stained her dress. There was tears all over her dress. And I thought, say what you want about Melissa. I mean, not Melissa. Say what you want about Teresa. Say what you want about exiled Joe Giudice.
I love him.
4 girls got their act together. I mean, they're beautiful. They're polite. They're nice girls. And they love their father, no matter.
And their mom.
And their mom. Oh, yeah, their mom. But when mom and dad are talking and Joe's like, Teresa, I wish you the best, and Joe, I just really want you to come home. Everything. I just love it. And I feel like we've been through this saga. I mean, Adriana wasn't even born when this show started.
I know.
And now she's a full grown woman and an amazing dancer. If you haven't seen her dance, because she's a great dancer. And they're going off to college now, and they're nice girls. And they've been through so much. And I just love those girls. I do. I love those girls. And the Porsche was way too excessive. Sorry, excessive. And I'm sick of the Gorgas and them and their obsession with Teresa. Oh, did I mention I'm Team Tre?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're obsessed with her anymore. I think they're realizing
they don't like their Uncle Joe either. Oh, the whole thing in the car, stage. And don't tell me Teresa didn't know it was her bridal shower because she was wearing a white satin and lace dress. Come on. I just own up to it. Yeah, I knew. Were you surprised? Yeah, I was surprised, but she should say, but I kind of had an idea.
Jennifer Aiden was way too into the
whole henna,
the whole just everything. It was like, has she ever been a bridesmaid before?
Yeah, I'm sure she has.
I don't know. I think that Jennifer Aiden is really feeling herself in this.
So do you think maybe Jennifer Aiden is a Teresa stan?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
What do you, I mean, is the Pope Catholic?
We never talked about in Pump Rules. We have to mention that Satchel was traumatized. I just want to mention that.
Oh, yes.
Because he was traumatized. The poor soul. But take him out for a walk. May he find a hydrant he can lift his leg and pee on.
I mean, and also imagine Christina Kelly. Good for her that she got her brand on TV.
Yeah,
like that.
Good for her. Yeah, and they all wanted her free swag.
They're bringing her back into the fold.
Yeah.
I don't mind her. She's fine. She's safe. She's a voice of reason.
You know what else I loved about the bridal shower was the satch. The Satch, the Sagittarian, the Sag. I'm a Satch. I'm a Satch. She was great. That was Teresa's trainer. Is who she was.
How about Jen Fessler with eating again?
I'll have the ravioli and the calamari.
Oh, and Jackie, this was the best episode she's ever been on. She didn't talk once.
I know. We only saw her.
She sat there for a second. It was awesome.
I know. I was actually about 3/4 of the way through the episode. I thought, no, Jackie, it's been great. She's not coming to the shower, right? And there she was.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't get why she's even there. Oh, and you know what else really bothered me about the episode is how Margaret took her mother and her friend and her friend's mother. And what did they do? They bashed Teresa. It's as if the mother got her walking orders. Now we're in the Gorga army and I give the orders. I'm Chief Captain Margaret, and you have to follow my orders. Now you must insult Teresa while we're at lunch. So, because it won't be coming from me, Ma. It'll be coming from you. She's using her mom as a pawn, and she doesn't know she's a
you're
pawn.
Right.
Yeah, she was using her mom as a pawn, and she's Melissa uses her as a pawn. And now
How
Rachel
about-
is a pawn and Jackie's a pawn.
How about Antonia getting the same car as your daughter?
You know, my daughter doesn't have that car, but her
I
husband
thought it was
does.
a Porsche, was it?
Yeah, it's her husband's car.
Oh, well, the same car.
I know. But he's like has an MBA and works hard. She just
I know.
She
That's
just
why I'm
turned
kinda sitting here,
17.
and also,
I
like,
think it was too excessive, especially
your daughter and
considering
her husband also don't have rumored financial problems like the
Right.
Gorgas. And why are
Yes,
you buying your kids
not
a
only
car?
was it a problem, but remember just a few weeks ago, she was trying to drive the family Escalade and she was screaming that she couldn't do it. So I think
I was blown
she-
away until it like pulled up and it got closer. I thought it was a Lexus, which I was like, well, that's nice. They're all on TV, whatever. They must have
Right.
got it for free,
No.
like from a dealership.
No,
I
the
don't
Porsche
think the
was too
dealership is
much.
letting them lease.
No,
I don't know. You know what though? Here's the
you
thing.
can lease a Porsche.
And also, like I think that what the dealerships do for the housewives is they lease them free cars.
Well, they probably gave them a free car for the scene. That's why.
No, they wouldn't.
grandmother-
I think that they probably give them a big discount to like bring it on TV,
Oh, they
allow
rent
them
it.
to
You know,
use
there are
this.
companies where you can rent a car, like
But
luxury
imagine
cars.
these people have millions of followers on social media. You don't think
Yeah,
that like
yeah. But
Melissa
they
and Joe
didn't
are
say
doing
where-
branded posts?
I would feel different if they went to the dealership and picked it up, and the
No,
dealership
but they can
got
just do it on their
promotional.
social media after.
Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe
and
yeah.
then tag the dealership, and it's like,
yeah, but listen, the Gorgas are starting trouble with their kids because what did was it Gino? Which kid said, "Oh, she only got all A's because she cheats"? So see, and I just want to say one thing: Joe Giudice never liked little Joey Gorga. And I don't think that Louie likes little Joey Gorga. So it has to make me wonder, maybe the problem is
oh,
little Joey Gorga.
I have to tell you that I think that another spinoff for Andy could be a guest appearance on WWE SmackDown in the cage. Joe, and Louie. May the best tree.
Oh, that would be like a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But that would have to be in the Bahamas too, because Joe can't leave.
Of course, everyone loves a
Yes.
destination.
And
fight.
let's talk one more time about the potential production that we would like to
Production.
promote. It's a
Yes.
production. We would like to be the producers
Yes,
of
of course.
Juicy's Ultimate Boys
Boys
Trip, taking place in the Bahamas.
Mhm. Beep
where
beep in the Jeep.
Yeah, beep beeping in the Jeep. Maybe it could be like a tricked out Jeep that holds
Yeah.
more than 5 or 6, and they have the
Ooh.
Junkanoo music playing as he arrives there.
And like he walks out like, but he comes from like a freight boat because like he's deported and he gets off the freight boat.
Yeah,
And then they're all coming from the airport and he's picking them up in the Jeep at different terminals. Beep beep.
Yeah, I
hop
love
in the
it.
Jeep.
I love it.
And like that's
I
the
love it.
opening.
Yeah, and they go and they get drunk, and
Of
then they
course.
go to the casino and they gamble and they get drunk and they go deep sea fishing, maybe scuba diving or something like that, where they're like afraid to swim, something crazy.
I think it'd be great. And they
there's
bring
that
up
thing
the
in the
wives.
Bahamas. There's that thing in the Bahamas where they swim with the pigs. The
Oh,
guy's
yes.
got to swim with the pigs, and it's got to be the most disgusting piggish husbands like Mario Singer and stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah.
And then it would be good if the husbands actually have a little animosity about things the wife says.
Well, also Louie and Joe Giudice like each other. So maybe Louie comes down and helps all of the troubled former criminals.
Oh, right, because
to
he's
do-
all
like
into
he has to do
feeling
his
them
to
better.
do his retreat.
Yes.
That
Right,
they
I would love that.
found.
I want Apollo because he's cute.
Oh, Apollo.
Mario
and
Singer.
and he's a criminal. He's got
And
he's got an inmate number.
Slade Smiley.
Oh, Slimy Slade.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few others I'm sure that we can. I don't watch like Beerman. What's his name?
No, he's not good enough for that because you have one. He's not a criminal.
No, they don't. Well, neither is Mario
Criminals and
Singer.
exes. That's
No,
the theme.
Mario
Cons
isn't.
and exes.
Cons
Mario
and ex-
Singer, he's an ex. and
He's
he
an
cheated.
ex.
So
yeah.
cons and exes. So
but
they have to either
Slade
go to
Smiley
jail.
will. He kind of
He's
was.
a con, not
he's
a criminal
con.
con, but he's a con artist.
He is a con artist. Okay, all right, that's
And
good.
then,
We got to work at criminals.
You know,
and
Salt
cons.
Lake City. I don't know if there's really any. Oh
What
no,
about Dallas?
yeah, maybe.
Oh,
but
I mean,
you could,
half of
you could put
Atlanta
Jen
could
Shaw's
show up.
husband on
Okay, is he in
because she's
prison?
in the joint.
He's in the joint. He can go. Actually, you could have on most of Atlanta because almost all those guys are con artists.
I think
Except
so.
for-
Most of them have.
Yeah.
I don't really know most of the husbands now. They're all so gone. I don't really know the Atlanta Housewives.
Well,
now. I mean,
remember in the last season, Cherie's guy was in prison, as she called him.
oh yeah.
So maybe
But and
he'll get
Raquel
out.
Salahi can walk in with her husband to the
Yeah,
island.
her old one.
They'll crash the island
Yes.
right before you have
That
Jill
would
come.
be so good. And I would love to see
Surprise!
Simon, but he is not a convict or a criminal. Van Kempen.
Yeah, but he's done some criminal things on television, like those pants that season.
They were so good. The red pants. They're
They're
so
almost
good.
like in your ugly leather pants.
Tell me, is next week the season finale of Jersey? It's getting close. Jersey's getting close. It's within the next week or two.
I wonder how they're gonna do that with are they gonna like move the oh no, they're on different nights. Oh my god, they're gonna be like 3-part reunions all in the middle of sweeps.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. It's
Like-
just gonna be amazing. I can't get enough of Pump Rules, and I can't get enough of Jersey.
See, the
And-
Jersey one for me, I don't know. I feel badly for New Jersey this year.
I know because
Pump
it's being
Rules just-
overshadowed.
I'm surprised that they did not right from the start, but I think it's because of I just think they should have separated them by a night, in my opinion, or moved Jersey to Sunday. But it's all about advertising.
Remember, this didn't break until halfway through the season.
Yeah, but why do I just would have moved it like on the spot?
No. Everybody's got it in their DVR and they know when to watch it. Tuesday night is when you watch Housewives of New Jersey, and Wednesday night is where you watch Pump Rules.
I mean, Andy, I have to say, is
Loving it.
loving this, but I also think that it's like he's finally shut up about his book, which finally comes out.
No,
in
did
4
you know
days.
his book is coming out next week?
Yeah, on Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay, we can talk about it because he'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And
I
isn't it
mean-
amazing how he's lined up the release of his book to happen right as everything is blowing up? The
or everything blew up
wedding.
because
I
there's
know.
the release of a book.
Ooh, I don't
No,
know
I'm just
about
kidding.
that, but no, I
That's
don't
another
think so
conspiracy.
either.
Someone said, "Oh, Vanderpump did it because now the restaurants are going to all be successful." And someone also said Ariana and Tom planned it because now
they were
her
breaking
career's
up
blowing
anyways.
up.
Yeah. Well, who
And I'm like,
knows?
don't you think Lala and James would be jealous and call them out for the world
Yes,
to know
I
about?
think
Yes,
they
of
would.
course.
Yeah, unless they got out. But they all seem to know. They're all in everybody's business there. So they would know. That's what makes that show so authentic. Sort of like how
Yeah.
what was the name of why am I having the Shahs? The
Shaws of
Shahs.
Sunset.
Yeah, was authentic because they were genuinely friends and they started to hate each other. And that's why, but these people kind of still love each other, but hate each other.
But they are genuinely friends, and they were at the beginning too.
Yes. And that's what makes it so great.
And I
But
think
I
that's
can't
what
wait.
makes it like, I don't know. I just think, and any people need to put the Kristen Doty thing to rest, because like, it's just something where, it's not the same.
Do you have more people?
Yeah,
at
someone
the
just came by,
vending
but we're
machine?
going to be wrapping up anyway. But yeah, I think that Kristen, I can't wait. I hope she comes back this episode.
That's the
would-
busiest vending machine. You're gonna
No,
have
they're
to
not.
record.
I think this other kid was going to come in to just like
You're-
sit and do
I
something.
think that you have to record in front of the vending machine some night. I think it would be interesting.
Okay, I can get a snack halfway through.
Yes, you can slide and get a Coke.
Well,
Get a pasta.
I'll get a pasta. No, I will not. Been there, done that.
All right. Well,
So
next
I will
week.
say yes, next week. And as we go through, as we'll say, tomorrow is Aunt's grandson's birthday.
Is number one tomorrow.
Yeah, and we're having his,
boy, I
and
love
his
so much.
party is on Sunday in an undisclosed location, so none of our fans come to stalk us.
Yes, that's
All
true.
66
And
of
hopefully it
you.
will stop raining by then. That's all I got to say because I'm sick of the rain. And
Yes,
you must
exactly.
be too. All
Well,
right.
everyone, thank you for joining us, and
Peace
we'll
out.
see you soon on Auntie Andrew.